Drew and typed this manual.
You're kidding.
No.
I forgot about
Kidding.
that part. Can you show me the cover of it? Okay. So you didn't just do the cover of it,
I did the whole thing.
you did the whole thing. Now, did you do it with Jobs?
Yes.
When you did the artwork for the logo,
Yes.
that's what we're looking at right here. What just one question that came to mind is, do you ever recall asking why is it Apple?
I never did, and that amazes me that I didn't.
Yeah.
And I still to this day don't know where Apple came from. But you can tell from the line in the margin here
Yeah.
what the first thing was that popped into my head, why I went to the Newton and the Apple thing. The line that you see here,
Yeah.
a mind forever voyaging through
Yeah, yeah.
strange
Oh, yeah,
seas
that
of
line.
thought
Okay.
alone.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yes.
is the last line of a fairly well-known sonnet by Wordsworth. And that line popped into my head, and I figured I ought to have that in there.
And that was your idea to put that in there.
Oh yes,
Right.
the whole thing was my idea.
Right. Right.
And the artwork itself, I knew at the time this was not a 20th century
Right.
logo.
Right. Right.
This is a 19th century logo. All right. And I think I caught some of Steve Wozniak's whimsy.
Uh-huh.
All right?
Yes.
It was fun.
Yes,
I
yes.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Just as everything that they did was fun.
Going back to that artwork, was there? Did you use anything that was an existing image of Newton
No.
as a? You did it just from scratch.
Yeah. Just
Wow,
imagination.
that's neat. I wondered when I looked at it because, you know, whether or not you'd use something as a model, for instance, but
No.
from scratch. That's neat. Do you consider that the Apple logo, or the cover art, or both for that period?
All right. At the time, it was the logo.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And of course, it was cover art.
Right.
And Jobs apparently thought enough of it to have a large photocopy made of it as a banner, which was hung over their booth
Yeah.
at a convention.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else. In the lower left-hand corner, I had inked in R.G. Wayne.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Jobs saw it,
Yeah.
had me take it out. The only other thing I ever realized out of them was Jobs asked me to do a cabinet design,
Right.
and
You told me about the timbre door.
the timbre door and all the rest, and the fact that the Macintosh used my organization of components that nobody else ever used.
Yep.
Most computers are the vertical tower and the separate keyboard and all the rest, and I had put the whole thing together. Keyboard,
Yep.
monitor on
In
top,
one
and all
box.
integral.
Yep.
All right, and that was what was used for the Apple products, and I whimsically like to think that I was influential in
Yeah.
at least starting that trend.
Can I ask you about the manual?
Please do.
So, you all did that after you had separated yourself in terms of the partnership.
That is correct.
And so that was like contract work you did or something.
Well, assistance, I
Yeah.
should say, because I was never paid for it or asked for anything.
Oh, you were
It was
helping
just-
them out.
It was fun to do.
Right.
Yeah, like the artwork itself was fun to do.
So did you and Jobs sit down and go through
He
do
gave
this?
me the technical information.
Oh, okay.
I drew the schematic.
Oh, you drew that schematic?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
And I was used to justified typing,
Yep.
and I did the justified typing. of it,
Wow.
Right?
You did the whole thing then.
I did the whole thing.
So he gave you the schematic, the basics, and then
Right,
you
but you see-
basically.
I was documentation.
Okay.
I'd set up the documentation system at Atari and
Right.
several other
You told me
companies.
about that, yeah.
Right. So that was essentially what I was doing
That's
here.
incredible.
Okay.
It's not just the cover then.
No, it's not just the cover.
Yeah.